Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I need to respond to a video that I made called "Coin Grading Doesn't Matter," and I got a lot of really good feedback from all y'all on that, and so we need to talk about it a little bit. If you haven't seen the video, you can go ahead and watch it by clicking on the little tab that pops up there on the top of the screen. And first of all, I want to mention that the main concept of the video is actually that it really matters a lot what you pay for coins. You can have a coin that's accurately graded, but if you pay too much for it, you're hosed. And the other thing is that there's just huge portions of the marketplace where the price differential is very small from one grade to the next. And so it's not super important to have the coin actually graded. So sometimes I get asked, what coin should I get graded? Well, there's plenty of coins that you should not get graded. That's part of the vibe of what I was going for in that video and part of the information. Now, I got a lot of really great feedback, and one of the things that I want to say right away is this is not a binary choice. Not all coins should be graded, or not all coins should be raw, right? This is the coin market is vast, it is broad, it is deep, and there's all kinds of different areas that you can get into. So let's get into some of your responses. Patrick M says, in the discussion of graded versus non-graded, don't forget all the reasons for grading. It's not just for higher or better prices. It's peace of mind in it being genuine, and probably more importantly, has it been improperly cleaned? These issues can mean the difference of hundreds or thousands of dollars. Smart big money is not going to very often gamble with big money coins on non-graded coins. If you think otherwise, you are naive. So Patrick, great points. Yeah, one of the main reasons we get coins graded is to know that they're genuine. And I think that was always one of the main reasons collectors were really worried that they didn't know how to authenticate coins that get counterfeited frequently. And the other thing you're going to see a consistency here is that I don't think this in any way disagrees with what I've been saying. They're talking about big money coins, and absolutely I recommend that big money coins be graded. You want to make sure that you have the proper grade. You don't want to buy a coin that's been that's really expensive, that's raw in general, unless you're very well advanced in your collecting career. That's something that you can make a big mistake on. That's a big mistake that people make on eBay all the time. I get guys that are young and hungry, they're new to the hobby, and then they go chasing dreams. They buy counterfeit coins, or they buy coins that are overgraded, and they think they're going to make $1 million on it, and really their greed led to their doom. Really, when it comes to coin collecting, you got to have some common sense and pace yourself. You don't want to get caught up in chasing dollars. Collecting dollars, yes. Chasing dollars, no. All right, the Blake. This is primarily aimed at those collectors who hinge on the title of Ben's post. This is a good clarification on what he's about to say, because I'll be honest with you, the title of my post was very YouTube. I do not like being YouTube, which, if you don't know what that means big, bold, colorful Comic Sans, lettering with a giant emoji in the corner, and you won't believe what photo 7 is. I don't want to do any of that stuff. This channel is here for you guys, for education, for the community, for me to get educated from you, and it's blah blah blah, right? So you lost me here. Inherently classic numismatics, U.S. numismatic coins are rare. Even the so-called common issues are only common within the confines of the hobby. So most coins that we collect, people don't see in public, even the more common coins. And there's a lot of truth to the fact that, generally speaking, if you're within the hobby, you see a lot of the same coins over and over again. But outside of the hobby, those coins are fairly scarce. In other words, I don't think this is the intention of what he's saying here, but if everyone in America started collecting coins, all of a sudden you'd see it. You'd just see prices skyrocket, coins disappear. You wouldn't find, there's certain coins you'd never be able to find again. So that's, I think, what he means by classical U.S. numismatic coins. They're rare by definition. As far as the import of grading, take two identical coins in the same grade condition, one graded, the other raw. Take both of these coins to a dealer to sell, or list them on eBay. 10 out of 10 times the graded coin is going to sell for significantly more money than the raw one. This will always be the case. This is a fantastic point, and it's a true point. And so I do want to say that what people miss in this point, though, is that I get a lot of people who come in to the coin shop and they want to get a coin graded, and the cost of grading it still outweighs the benefit of selling it, of getting it graded, pardon me, because when you go to sell it, then you're actually upside down in the coin. So it's a $100 coin, and you know they're going to spend $30 getting it graded, and they're into it for $90, and then they can sell it for $100. It just, that's a little bit of what I'm referring to about not all coins needing to be graded. You're absolutely right, though. If you have two coins, identical grade, nice coins, the raw one, similar eye appeal, the raw one's not going to sell for as much or as quickly. That is, I think, a true statement within the current status of our market. Third-party grading companies, PCGS and NGC, are 1,000% vital for collectors and dealers alike. The antiquated notion that coin collecting is merely a hobby no longer applies. It hasn't for nearly 2 decades now. Whether they like it or not, collectors are now also investors, and it's their duty and responsibility to preserve the condition and value integrity of the coins that reside in their collections. Okay, so this is an interesting concept. I do not believe that if you're in the coin hobby that it is an investment. I think that there's an investment aspect of it, naturally speaking. And once again, the coin field, the coin market is huge. So I see loose wheat cents in buckets to high relief gold pieces, that are certified. So when I'm looking at the marketplace, I'm looking at such a broad realm of market that I still think that most collectors should look at the hobby as a hobby and as a collector. It doesn't mean that you're not going to come across with a long-term investment. Coin collecting still is a place where you can have your purchases and the value of your hobby maintain over time and even grow. Now, there's a very specific topic here about coins as an investment, and I don't think that he's saying that it has to be an investment, but he's kind of hinting at, there's this investment portion of it. But, I still, the reason I always tap the brakes when people talk about investing in coins has to do with the fact that when I see people who invest in coins and the term invest comes in and they're dealing with a legitimate dealer who's been dealing for a long time, it just doesn't turn out well for them. Now, they don't always deal with the right guy, but the companies generally that sell coins as investments are hosing people. This happens today through cable TV, and now they're on YouTube. I see them on YouTube now, so you got to be careful what you watch out there. But these guys pushing coins as an investment, I don't like the salesman angle. It doesn't mean that good coins can't be a good investment. It's not a mutually exclusive thing. I just think that people need to be aware of what they're getting into. Now, he goes on about having those coins graded and slabbed is how that is ultimately accomplished, keeping the integrity of the coin collection. Remember this, as a collector, you don't really own any of these coins. You're simply a custodian for future generations. Act like it. This is a great point. So I think what he's arguing here is that you want to get coins graded and you want to maintain, you want to take good care of the coins, and having coins graded and certified has been, over the last several decades, one of the ways that you can generally keep the integrity of the coin that you purchase or the coins that you have. They're much better protected than coins were 30, 40, 50 years ago. I get old collections in all the time where the coins are in sleeves that were supposed to be safe, and there's deterioration problems, and it's just yuck. But if you have coins that have been certified for a long time, they tend to hold their condition really well. And so I love the concept of you coin collectors are curators of this. You are caretakers of this. You do not own them. You're merely caretaking for a short period of time until you release it to somebody else in the hobby. That's a beautiful way of putting it, Blake, and I really appreciate that. That's a sentiment that's not lost on me, and I think a lot of the viewers here also can appreciate that comment. All right, Paul B will disagree with some of my general statements. Grade determines what the coin will be bought or sold at, and if it's ungraded, then different opinions on the grade and the value can be made. But graded coins have a value, either red book, blue book, gray sheet. Dealers are in the business to make money, not to lose money. Therefore, they want to be paid appropriately for the appropriate grade value. Buyers want to buy cheaper than the grade to get better value. So the conundrum of price comes into play with Paul's comments about grading. And so once again, the coin market's really broad. So there are plenty of coins where, once again, I talk about buckets of wheat pennies. The grades are all over the place, loose Indian head pennies and V-nickels. There's lots of places within the coin market where the grade's not a big difference in price. And the coin grading, the dealers are not in the market to lose money. Thank you for that. I'll bear that in mind. But people, can't we all just get along? I love the comments. All right, I'm going to wrap this up with Range of Light, who says, Ben the Coin Geek gets everything graded, sometimes 3 times for the same coin, but don't let that sway your opinion. Yeah, thanks for that, Range of Light, and with that, I'll bid you adieu. I'm not arguing against getting coins graded. I'm just arguing that there are certain situations when it's not necessary, and we can get into more detail on that some other time. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.